Hi there, how are you, my little grade sixes? Although quite big grade sixes by now because we're speeding towards the end of the year. Today we carry on with our animal theme in Allo. Hello, hello, hello. What is your name? I don't know why every time I say hello, I think hello, hello, hello. Anyway, I know hello is your favourite subject, so let's get on with it. And today we are going to look at page 112 at a story called Lucky Puppy, or as we would say in South Africa, Lucky Puppy. So let's go and have a look, page 112, Lucky Puppy. All right, let me tell you the story. Thembi lived near Pietermaritzburg in KwaZulu-Natal. One day she was walking home with her friends Mpho and Gugu. As they crossed the bridge over the river, Thembi heard a tiny squeak. "What's that?" she said. "Oh, it's probably a rat," replied Mpho. They looked over the bridge and saw a brown sack amongst the rocks on the river bank. "Let's go have a look," said Thembi. "No, we need to get home before sunset," urged Mpho. "That's okay," Thembi said. "You go on." Thembi and Gugu climbed down to the edge of the water. Thembi took off her shoes and made her way to the sack. It was tied with a piece of rope and something was moving inside it. Thembi bent down and untied the rope. Out wriggled a bedraggled, dark brown puppy with black eyes. What does bedraggled mean? Like wet, soaked with water and scruffy and just the fur all shaggy from the water and the mud. It was shivering and confused. Thembi picked it up and then looked in the sack. She saw two more puppies lying motionless. It looked as if someone had tried to drown the puppies by tying a stone to the bag and throwing it in the river. But the stone had come loose and the sack had drifted downstream. "How can someone be so cruel?" cried Thembi. "Aren't you afraid of it?" said Gugu. "What can this poor little thing do to me?" replied Thembi. "If I treat him well, he will be a good friend to me, and when he grows up, he will protect me from the tsotsi I'm afraid of." Tsotsis, those are like baddies, thieves, robbers, attackers. Thembi decided to call him Mngeni after the river where she found him. She took Mngeni home and washed him. He was very hungry, so she fed him some pop, which he gobbled up. She then covered him with a blanket and he fell fast asleep. Thembi's parents let her keep Mngeni. They took Mngeni to the SPCA to have him vaccinated and treated for fleas. They also gave him a collar with a name tag. Mngeni loved Thembi very much. He barked excitedly and ran up to her when she returned from school. She was always happy to see him too. Her friends loved playing with the pup, and they envied Thembi because she had such a wonderful, gentle pet. One day, two young boys walked past, and Mngeni ran to greet them in his friendly way. One of the boys threw a stone at him. It hit Mngeni on the side of his head, and he ran away into the bushes. That day, Mngeni did not come to greet Thembi as usual. She was worried because she could not find him anywhere. The mother said he would soon come home, but if he did not, they would go to the SPCA the next day. But Mngeni did not come home, and he was not at the SPCA. Thembi was very sad. Her mother said they could get another dog, but Thembi said it would not be the same because Mngeni was a special dog and was her friend. 3 days later, when Thembi arrived home and saw the big smile on her mother's face, she exclaimed, "Oh, Mom, please tell me they found Mngeni." Yes, her mother said. The SPCA called to say they have a dog with a name tag, Mgeni. Let's go and fetch your dog. Mgeni went crazy with happiness when he saw Tembi. Somebody in the next valley had found him, treated his wound, and taken him to the SPCA. So that's why the story is called Lucky Puppy. He was lucky to survive nearly being killed by someone thrown in the river. All right, so what I want you to do today is answer these 4 questions in your Allo book, the date and the heading Lucky Puppy. Okay, question 1. How do you think the puppies came to be in a sack by the river? So what do you think happened? Full sentences, short little paragraph. Why did Tembi's mother want to take the puppy to the SPCA? Start with Tembi's mother wanted to take the puppy to the SPCA because blah, 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 blah. Why did the young boys throw a rock at Mgeni? The young boys threw a rock at Mgeni because blah, 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 blah. Do you think dogs and people can be true friends? Yes or no? And tell me why. And I'm sure you're going to say yes and explain why a dog can be your best friend. They say dog is a man's best friend. Some people actually say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but we all know that actually it's the dog. So that's what I want you to do today in your Allo books. Answer those 4 questions, date, heading, underline. When you finished your 4 little paragraphs, skip a line and rule off. Now everyone goes, Ma'am, must we rule off when we finished? I don't know. Have we been doing that for 6 years? Why not? Let's do it again. And that's all for today. Over and out.